I recently got off a call just giving some startup advice to an online Shopify website in the packaging space. Very competitive space. I struggled to get my words out because I wanted to deliver as much value as I possibly could, and I just stuttered because every time I looked up the key term and I looked at the competitors and I looked at the cost of entry, I don't want to deter this person from making these first steps, but I also don't want to, I just want to set expectations correctly. But let's maybe restart and talk about what the goals are. So packaging, restaurants and cafes that need custom branding on their cups and eco-friendly stuff, so that's the direction. But whatever the direction is, the initial processes, whether it's a Shopify, whether it's a WordPress, should actually be the same across the board. There needs to be a lot of time spent on competitor analysis. Very basic stuff. Type in what you think your desirable key term into Google. So start collecting those key terms, those wish list of key terms. It might be retail, hospitality, packaging, cups, teacups, whatever. You could do this for free with just Google. But then you have tools like SEMrush, Ahrefs. You've got additional freebies like keywords everywhere that you can use, which is a Chrome extension. So spend the time to deconstruct your competitors. So understand the keywords and make sure you understand the intent of those key terms, right? How to put my branding on a cup is informational, meaning that's a blog you need for that. Cup branding Melbourne is commercial, meaning they are looking for the service. Understand the difference between them, because each one will go into its own bucket. For commercial intent, you need to make a sales page, a page that sells, the page that is optimized for those key terms. And then how do I put my brand on a cup is a blog, a guide, potentially a YouTube video, a reel, something that delivers value. Now, back to competitors. Make a list of competitors. Look through their sites by typing in site, semicolon, just their address. So site, semicolon, website.com.au, and just flick through their pages. Export their pages into Excel. There's a cool tool called Screaming Frog that will allow you to crawl a website under 500 pages, and it will just give you the map of their site. Go pull your 5 competitors, go pull all of their URLs, have a look at their SEO titles, have a look at their meta descriptions, have a look at their H1s, and be inspired by those pages. Meaning if they have a page for plastic cups or recyclable white paper cups, and you do those services, build a page, right? You have those cups, build a page. Have a look at their descriptions, have a look at their FAQs, have a look at their blogs, and be inspired. There's nothing wrong with you writing a blog about deciding which paper cup to use for your birthday or for your restaurant or whatever it is, right? So we have some direction, especially if those brands have established websites with established marketing teams with probably big budgets, especially if they're running Google ads. Now, I hate it when people click on my ads that are just snooping around. We all do. But at the end of the day, if an agency has fired up a Google ad, they likely have created some sort of a landing page, some sort of a page that sells. You need to have a look at that page, because if it's working for them, if that ad has been running for a few months, guess what? You should probably consider running something similar. You've got a tool called Google Ad Transparency Center where they show competitor ads. So essentially you can spy on competitor ads for free. It's part of Google's system. Facebook Ad Library. Facebook literally allows you to look at competitor ads. So you're essentially spying on competitor ads. If an ad's been running for more than a month, 2 months, or 3 months, chances are it's working. If it's working, try running it yourself, right? So on the call, there was just a lack of direction, and a lot of it was lack of what are the next things I need to learn to solve my next challenges. Then I had a look at the website. It literally looked like someone that figured out Shopify for the first time that slapped up a website together. So basic design elements were completely missed. There was a dark green, there was a green, and there was another gray. So it just didn't go well. So I don't expect everyone to be a designer or a creative directoire, but go and have a look at competitors. Go and have a look at just their color structure, color palette. Google online shop templates, and just, you don't need to rip them off. But if it's a white header, it usually contrasts, the colors are consistent. Look up what a color palette is, put in your main color, and it will get you the supporting colors. Be inspired by the fonts that competitors have used. It doesn't even have to be a competitor, just another online shop that is in hospitality. You've got a whole bunch of Chrome extensions that will show you the font that they used. Stick to Shopify fonts, you don't need to do anything custom. You've got Chrome extensions that give you a color picker that show you the color code of another site. So look at that. Have one website in mind and just go and have a similar structure. A lot of websites follow the same structure anyway. You've got a header, sometimes a double header with an announcement. Then you have a hero, could be a video, could be a big image, and either dark background, white text so it stands out, or the other way around. All right, something with a solid call to action, something with a benefit. We make eco-friendly packaging that saves the world one recycle at a time, or something like that. Something that has your main keyword, so you're telling Google what you do, and something that has a benefit. And it's like why I build websites that help businesses succeed. I run Google ads that help businesses succeed. Google ad is there, businesses succeed is in there, happy days. So the next step is, you've got the layout in mind, you've gone and built it out. The Dawn Shopify theme is a free theme, great one. That's the one that you're on, just to get the layout working so it looks okay. You've got people on Fiverr, on onlinejobs.ph at starting from $4 or $5 an hour that are experts in the space. You've got ChatGPT, you've got unlimited ways, Notebook LM, that you can research for things. So you've got all the information at your disposal. I think a lot of the time you just don't know what questions to ask, which is where someone like me comes into play. The next thing we talked about is Google Search Console, which is submitting your website to the Google index. Yes, it can be quite hard to get that authentication done through your DNS. That's where you need just a go-to tech guy that you could just ping. Once again, my suggestion was onlinejobs.ph, Fiverr, where you can find someone, pay them $25 a gig. 25 bucks generally gets you 5 hours of their time or so, or 2 hours, but you load them up with things that you need, that you're not sure how to do, and they solve the problem. But each time they do it, ask them to show you what they did and record a Loom video. So that way you're learning every step of the way. So what have we tackled? We've done some research on key terms, meaning we know which direction we want to take our website to. We've looked at the competitors and their pages. We've seen which of their pages are top performing pages. We've seen their Facebook ads. We've seen their Google ads. So there's the marketing strategy right there, because you know that it's working for them. Then we've had a look at websites that we like the look of in the space. We've submitted our website to Google Search Console. That's so much homework there already. And then my suggestion was, go ahead and make some case studies, essentially proof of work that you know how to do that thing. You already have sort of clients under your belt. Go back, revisit them. Why did they come to you? What were the problems that they were attempting to solve? How did you solve those problems? What were the challenges in solving those problems? What were the teething steps? What were the benefits? What was the before and after? So talk about the hard things. Don't just talk about the rainbows and butterflies no one wants to listen to. It's the challenges. They had this brand, they wanted it to be on paper, they wanted it to flap like butterflies, and it's Egyptian snow shovels that are coming from Israel. And do you know what I mean? Hope that helps.